Hello, economics class. This is your teacher, Miss Hicks, and I'm going to be going over your homework that will be due for next class. So, you're going to need to read pages 20 to 35 in our textbook. That will give you some information and some definitions for our next topic, which is scarcity. So, in order to prepare for next class and make sure you understand what scarcity is, after you've read the pages, I then want you to make sure you write down what scarcity is, be able to define that, and also have an example of what scarcity is in the modern economy. Just like one example of what it could be. And then, to make sure you understand scarcity, you're going to find a relevant news article that talks about scarcity. It can be in America or it can be in our local city. To show me that you did the homework, I need you to bring in a paper article or you can take a photo of the article, post a link to our discussion board, and if you want, you could even draw a picture of what the article discussed. Of course, if you draw the picture, I ask that you write a reference down so I can then go back and read the article. But make sure your article is relevant, as I said, and when I mean relevant, make sure it's within the last 5 years that the article was published. That way it's something that's current and fresh. And to give you an example of an article, I am going to show you an article that I found. So this article is called A Scarcity of Economic Growth, and it talks about scarcity in the U.S. So if I was you, I could take a picture of this article. I could draw a picture that describes what this article is talking about, or copy the link up here and put it under the discussion board. Now, as you can see, my article I found was from the Washington Post, which means that this is a good source, a source that is trusted. You want to make sure that you use sources that are trusted and you want your source to be credible, so use websites like the Washington Post, New York Times, Baltimore Sun magazine, but don't use websites like Wikipedia or blog sites. Those are not credible sources, so make sure you use a credible source, and please refer back to this post. I will have this on the discussion board for those who need to reference back to it, or you can watch the screencast again. But make sure you complete this by next class. See you then.